The four accused killers claims they had been raped by the 39-year-old.
A thirst for revenge was a possible motive for the murder of Jade Goodwin. The father of one's body was discovered in a shallow grave on a vacant property in Tyab on the Mornington Peninsula. Shane Heiberg, Brenda McDowell, Olivia McOrmond and Natalie Dalton are accused of the false imprisonment and murder of the 39-year-old in October last year. The court heard Mr Goodwin was part of a group using illicit drugs together in the area. One of the victim's friends, Candice Carroll, gave evidence she'd heard Mr Goodwin yelling and being forced into a car. She never saw him again. Jade was like a bodyguard. He was pretty cool. It's still a shock. Forensic pathologist Stephen Cordner told the court Mr Goodwin had ligature marks on his neck and cable ties and duct tape around his face, but the cause of death wasn't clear. The court heard the motive for the murder was the allegation Mr Goodwin had raped one of the accused. Friend Paul Lloyd gave evidence. They said Jade had done bad things to them. Jade had raped them. It made my mouth drop. Before court resumed for the afternoon, the magistrate warned family and friends she was concerned tensions were rising. She urged them to avoid making eye contact with the four accused in the dock. The hearing will determine if there's enough evidence for the four accused to stand trial. Emily Angwin, 7 News.
At the same time, Victor Kostuik set out on a memorial motorbike ride in memory of fallen police officers. That afternoon, the two men would cross paths in the most tragic of ways. Police say Jesse Reed's out-of-control car struck Detective Senior Sergeant Kostuik's motorbike near Orbost in East Gippsland, killing the 59-year-old immediately. Today in court, it was revealed that along with the ice and beer, Reed had also taken Valium. He was travelling from Merimbula to Dandenong and hit speeds as high as 180 kilometres an hour while overtaking on double white lines. When he struck Victor Kostuik, his alleged speed was 137 kilometres an hour. Reed's car is also fitted with an interlock device. To get around using it, he allowed his 16-year-old unlicensed friend to drive before taking over. Victor Kostuik's death was witnessed by his son, who was riding next to him at the time. He'd been a member of the force for almost 40 years before his life came to an end in the most senseless of ways. Reed represented himself in court and applied for bail without success. The magistrate accepted that he was an unacceptable risk of reoffending. Even his own father told police that if his son was released, they'd never see him again. Remaining in custody also means Reed won't be able to see his new son, born on the same day he's alleged to have killed Victor Kostuik. He'll be back in court in late January. Michael Scanlon,